like this, 'cause the music makes me high. And if I only got one more night, I'm gonna leave out loud goodbye.
This gonna be the type of
What
night
up,
they
what
make
up,
movies
what up? It's your boy,
about.
Mr. Von. Mr. Von, Channel Sweatbox. We back, we live, we active here on the channel. Yes, indeed. You know how we do. Let's talk about Suicide Squad, man. The Suicide Squad by James Gunn. Soft reboot slash remake of the 2016 David Ayer film. They brought back some of the cast. They brought back Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag. They brought back Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. They brought back Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang, and then they brought back Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. She's great casting, by the way. It's probably my favorite casting. The new cast: John Cena, Idris Elba, Polka Dot Man, Ratcatcher 2. John Cena as Peacemaker. Idris Elba as Bloodsport, aka Deadshot. Because apparently they didn't want to recast Will Smith's character just in case he wants to come back and they want to use him in the future. So they created Bloodsport. Well, they didn't create Bloodsport's a real character, but they used Idris Elba as Bloodsport. I love this. Polka Dot Man was great. Ratcatcher 2 was great. The cast at the beginning with Weasel, the detachable kid, Javelin, Pete Davidson's character of I don't remember his name. But that whole crew. Savant, played by Michael Rooker. It was great. It was really good. I just loved all of it. So shouts out to them for really, really putting it down and really just doing their thing. With that, it was very enjoyable. It was the way they sacrificed that whole crew. My man Weasel. One of the funniest scenes in the movie was when Weasel jumps out the helicopter and jumps in the water and just begins to die immediately. They're like, did nobody check to see if he can swim? Oh, this movie had a lot of great stuff in it, man. Whether it was the scene, I really like John Cena's Peacemaker, man. You know what I'm saying? He gets forgiven for the debacle that he was involved in F9 because he makes up for it in this. His character Peacemaker was great. You really sense the conflict in him when he had to, spoiler alert, when he had to kill Rick Flag. When he didn't have to kill Rick Flag, but when he killed Rick Flag. And that whole fight with Rick Flag, I was like, oh man, they really killed Rick Flag? I like it. They did good with this movie, man. They did really good with this movie. Margot Robbie, once again, this is her third round as Harley Quinn, and she's really crushing it, man. She's really crushing it. This is her best one. There's a couple scenes in here they did that just really pinpointed the fact that, oh yeah, Harley Quinn is crazy as fuck. So they did good with that. They did good with that, of making you understand that Harley Quinn is crazy. What else was I really, really digging about this movie? The scene, specifically with Harley Quinn, I want to talk about the scene where she kills her new lover, aka the president of I don't remember the place where they were at. Jotunheim was the building, but that wasn't the name of the country. I don't remember the country. Corto Maltese. Thank you, Corto Maltese. It just took me a second to remember. But when she kills the president, when she shoots him after they get done having sex, and she's like, I made a promise to myself that if I ever saw toxic signs in my next boyfriend, I would kill him, and that's what she did. And as he was just sitting there bleeding out, and she was monologuing, I was like, oh yeah, she's insane. You always got to remember, Harley Quinn is crazy. So that was a great scene. I loved Idris Elba's Bloodsport character. Like I said, his little competitive relationship between him and Peacemaker was really good. That whole scene when they stormed the camp and they were who can be the best killer and who got the best kills. That was great. Polka Dot Man's powers were really good. He's a great character. I love how they were showing his character. His power was almost like a disease. If he didn't dispel the dots every 12 hours or whatever, his face would get all swollen and they would just kill him. It was crazy, man. It's insane. And the way they would shoot him out, they were like, it was dope. It was James Gunn did really good with that. That was just really good. When he took out the guard tower, when they found Rick Flag and he was just chilling, I was like, no, you guys didn't hear none of that murder? Niggas was getting exploded and guard towers was getting on and you didn't hear none of it. Okay, that's what we're going with. Great scene though. I'm nitpicking. That was a great scene. Can't forget about my man King Shark. Nanawe. He was awesome. One of the best characters in the movie. I love everything about him. And nom nom. King Shark was dope. Thumbs up to King Shark. I really enjoyed him. He was good. He was good. All the scenes with him, the scene with him when he was dancing with the little fishes and when the fish got out, and I love how those fish were the only things that hurt him in the entire movie. Everything was bulletproof, falling off buildings, Starro couldn't fuck with him, them little fishies fucked him up. I like how they brought in the Thinker. He was really good. He was a good character. His demise was great. I like how they killed him. And I like Starro. Let's talk about Starro. Let's finish it up. Let's talk about Starro. The fact that they brought in Starro and how here's the thing about it. I have a phobia. Ever since I watched Alien, the original Alien movie, I have a terrible fear of just having things attached to my face. So the scene when they reveal Starro in the basement and everybody, I was like, oh, that's freaky. That was freaky. And then the scene where he releases all the giants and they just start, I was like, oh my goodness. Great scene, but it just bothered me because that's just one of my fears. But because of Alien. So thank you very much, Alien franchise, for ruining my childhood and my life. This movie was really entertaining, man. I really liked it. There's a lot to like in this movie. Unfortunately, the box office isn't really showing that. I don't know if it's because of the HBO Max thing. I don't know, whatever. But this is a great movie, and I hope James Gunn's come back to do another one, or at least something else in the DC EU. So yeah, man, I love this movie. I recommend it. I'm gonna give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. Spoiler alert: both Weasel and Peacemaker are alive in the post-credit scenes. That's basically what the post-credit scenes are. The post-credit scenes are cool. It just shows Weasel waking up on the beach and then running away, and then it shows Peacemaker in the hospital. They recovered his body from the rubble. I love the death of Polka Dot Man with he was like Idris Elba, Bloodsport was like, hey, you see who that is? It's your mom. He comes out and he polka dots up and takes out Starro's leg, and then he's like, I'm a superhero. I was like, oh, he's about to die. And sure enough, that was his death. Yeah, man. What else? All the characters was great, man. Ratcatcher, her connection with Bloodsport was great. The story, the backstory with her father, I really enjoyed that. And then having how she was the one in the end to come save the day with all the rats, and when Idris Elba was just like, oh no, and he had to deal with all the rats. That was a great scene. It was a great scene. I thought it was hilarious. Two things with Harley Quinn. When she went on her murder spree after she shot the president and after she escaped and was dude, when they were doing the animations and the flowers and everything was flying up, I love how subtly after the little animated characters started trying to hide from her because she was murdering everybody. They're like, oh, this is too violent. That was a great little subtle thing that I don't think a lot of people noticed. That was hilarious. But when she has the javelin that she took from Javelin in the first scene after he dies, and then she uses that to pierce Starro's eye, and then the rats can come in and chew up his face. I was like, that is clever. Okay, touche, James Gunn. Touche for that one. That was great. So, yeah, man, I think I've basically covered almost everything that I want to talk about. This is a really good movie. I'm really pleased with how it was done. Shouts out to James Gunn for an excellent, excellent, excellent return to the DCEU. Glad to see it. Glad you're doing it, man. This was good, man. Like I said, 8.5 out of 10 for this. What do you guys think? What did you guys think of Suicide Squad? I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. And until next time, you know how we do. Check out the travel vlogs. Click those notifications. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I almost forgot to say the essential shit. Now, until next time, you know how we do. Peace. 100, y'all.
I'ma go to the ends with you. I'ma go